Hey witchies, welcome back to your everyday witch, which is this channel, and let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the coven, and welcome if you are new. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe on your way out just to be sure that you're going to be following all the spooky vibes all year long. This is what we do here. Alright guys, so today's video is very personal. Well, not very personal, but anyways, it's my experience of getting my nose pierced and getting my tattoos. So I wanted to do this video because this was a very interesting time, I believe, to get these things done during a pandemic. That also being said, I was as careful as I possibly could be getting these things done. I mean, I've had these done for a while now, and you know, things are okay. So I just want to say that real quick. Alright guys, so let's start off, like, why did I want these things? Because I went on for so many years not having any of this. I'm 27 years old, just to let you know. And like, why all of a sudden now you want these things? Well, I wouldn't say it was necessarily because I was home because of the pandemic and bored and was like, I have nothing to do. What should I do, like, with myself? And I know a lot of girls like cut their hair. A lot of girls are like, I'll dye it a different color. I think a lot of those impulse decisions were kind of out of boredom. So I was careful that whatever decision I'm making, this had to come from somewhere like deep within. It's not just a, spur of the moment decision. So I wanted my nose pierced since I was 16 years old, and again, like I said, I'm 27 now, so it's been quite a few years. I know that I've always wanted this done. I've always wanted the ring. I never wanted the stud. At the time though, I lived at home, of course, at 16, and my parents were like, you're not doing that. As far as the tattoos are concerned, that was more of like something I played with on and off. I was never really like, sometimes I said no because I thought it would be more rebellious to not have tattoos. And I still kind of believe that. I think it's more rebellious when people don't get tattoos because now tattoos are so common. So I think the idea of tattoos are, rebellious and, you're going kind of against the system. I don't know anymore, but that's just based on my own opinion. All right, so back in November of 2020, basically, I believe it was the week of Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving is typically on a Thursday. I remember I got done on Monday, and I went to this great, I can't emphasize how great this place is. This really great place in Woodland Hills called Oak and Poppy Piercing and Tattoos. And I went with someone, I think he was like the co-owner of the place. Anyways, I made an appointment. I went there, and he did this so quickly. Like, it was just boom. Usually advise first that you do the stud first and let that heal as it is, so that if you want to go back in the future from play around from like ring to stud, you have that option. But if you start off with the ring, usually like your piercing is healed, not kind of curved, and so it's not that easy to put stud in anymore. So that being said, that is why I had the stud at first, and so I got that done. It was extremely painful. The nose piercing was so painful. Obviously I got done on my left side, and definitely my eyes watered. A big tear fell down on the side of where the piercing was being done. I'll try to insert some photos like right here just to show you guys. Like, my face is pretty priceless, but it was just, yeah, it was done though. I remember the pain being painful. I no longer feel the pain. It's great. So all that being said, so I got this done like I said, in late November. By January, I was having a lot of trouble with my nose piercing, to the point where I was even considering I need to take it out. So basically, it was having like trauma, like looking damage to it. And the trauma was the face mask we are all wearing during this time. So it didn't matter if it was the surgical, a cloth one. It didn't matter the face mask, just that whenever I would take it off, and I would try to take off my mask, carefully around my nose, it would always snag it for some reason. And so it would pull on it, and it would pull on it. And that's when I was like, okay, this is really ruining the experience of what I wanted since I was 16. And I'm like, I don't know, like, I can't continue obviously with the stud. So guys, then I was like, I need to take this out, and I just need to put a ring in, because with the ring in, there'll be nothing to snag it on. There's no little like hooks or anything. I'll just like slide off because this is smooth. And so Dude. But the nose stud that they gave me at the place, it's really good because you want it to stay there so it heals and you have no chance of your nose stud falling out. But there was a screw inside, like an actual screw on inside the nose, and it was like impossible to unscrew it, and I was only hurting my nose more because I was tugging on it and I was like trying to get it out, and so it was just hurting and hurting. I was like, I was getting a headache right here. It was bad. So I called my husband over and I was like, hey, can you get one of your pliers and just snap it off? I know it's scary to have pliers in your nose, but I was like, I just need you to like snap off this nose piercing because like I need to get it out and I need the ring. So he does. He snaps it off and I put the nose ring in, and ever since then my healing was for my nose piercing was faster and I have had no trouble anymore. It's fine. It's completely healed and I'm doing good. Now, as far as the tattoos, the one on my right hand was my first one. It's just leaves that kind of go around. And I wanted this one because I love the book, The Black Witch Chronicles. And within the book, The Black Witch, basically, when they become fasted or are about to be married, they get some vines that appear on their hands magically because now they have this commitment. And so and then the way it was described in the book sounded so beautiful. So that's why I wanted this. Even though I am married, I don't associate my tattoo with being married. I just associate it with the book. So yeah, so this is just my first tattoo. It was done at the same place where I got my nose piercing. Great place. The only thing is this was done in like about 2.5 hours, and with the mask on for 2.5 hours, I mean, at some point I was like, I need to like step outside and take it off and breathe because, you know, it just gets real hot when you're just like breathing in your own air, basically. Yeah, so the funny thing though is, like I said, this is my first one and it kind of goes up on my hand, which I love. The only thing is I did not know that getting tattooed on your hand is one of the most painful places to get tattooed on. And I remember I told the guy, I was like, hey, this is my first tattoo. He's like, wait, what, really? He's like, and I'm like, yeah. And he's like, wow. He's like, and you're going straight for the hand. And I was always thought that, I was like, why did he say that? And then I'm like, oh, when he started, like, because he started on my hand. He didn't start over here. When he started on my hand. It's like, oh my God, this is painful. So it was very painful, but look at that. It came out beautiful. You know, the pain of the tattoo, it definitely feels different than getting a shot completely. It really feels like you got a sewing needle and you just start dragging it. The very pin and needle pain that like for me, it goes straight to my head. So that's where it is. Like, it's not just pain here. It's like the pain that's happening here somehow goes straight to my head. And it was the same for both tattoos. Obviously that pain wasn't enough to stop me because in a few weeks later, I was like, yo, I'm ready for my second one. So I went back to Oak and Poppy in Woodland Hills, which is in the valley, by the way. And I wanted something that was kind of witchy, but still matched with my right hand. Because I want, basically, for now at least, I want things just on my forearms. And I like it when tattoos kind of match. This is my second one. And this one, I love it so much. It's kind of hard to show, but there is a moon here. There's a crescent moon that's kind of shaded in. And just the vines kind of going with, you know, in and out of it. And to me, it's a very like earthy, very kind of earth witch kind of look to it. And so this is what I wanted, and I love it so much. And I actually had to go back real quick because I wanted him to outline the moon just like a little bit more. So that was very great, and I love how they look together. So I'm really excited for spring and summer so I can show off my arms a little bit. And then I did get one more thing when I was getting this. I was like, you know what? I was like, I think I want one more thing actually. So this was a little bit spur in the moment, but I'm happy with it. The last things I got were some finger tattoos. So I got a crescent moon and then I got a sun here in my middle finger. And these were not very painful to get done. My hand area was definitely worse, but this was decent. I mean, decent pain, I should say. I could handle it. But yes, I got some finger tattoos, which I love. And then I got this and this. So I'm really happy with the things I have done to myself recently. All right, witchies, so that is the story of me getting tattooed and pierced during the time of the pandemic. It's very interesting because you go in there with masks, you stay in that mask all the time. And of course, especially with my nose, like it couldn't heal properly with the stud because it kept snagging on all the masks, all the different masks I would wear. So I definitely had to go straight to the ring. At this point, I think now in the future, my nose will only be able to do rings. Possibly, like I won't ever be able to do a stud again, but that's okay. I'm not really a stud person on the nose anyway. I've always wanted a ring, so I think I'll just have this on pretty much forever. All right, guys, thanks for sitting down and spending some time with me to hear my story about this. I am now a big lover of tattoos and I love piercing, so my appreciation for it has grown ever since I got my own. And comment below, what was your own tattoo story or piercing story if you have any. Have you juggled with it? Did this video help you at all? Like, I've been thinking about getting this stuff during this time, but I'm not sure what to expect. So that's what this video is here to let you know. Just if you do a nose thing, just so you know, the mask might screw it up a little bit. And then if you get arm tats, you're going to be on that mask for quite a while. Or if you get tatted anywhere else, I don't think it matters. All right, witchies, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. All those little things really help push the coven forward and lets YouTube know that this is the place to be. All right, guys, so I'm going to see you in that next video, and I hope you have a very spooky day. Bye.